Well, if you didn't read the title of the video or the description, today we're actually going to take a look at the Transform Dream Wave add-on kit for Abomius. Yeah, this thing, it's so cool. Let's get on with the show. And here's everything that comes in the Transform Dreamwave kit. That is a lot of pieces. So let's go ahead and get a closer look at these things. Alright, that's a better. Now let's get a close-up view of all this add-on kit for Abomius. Man, that is a lot of pieces. I'll try to go as fast as I can with this. These right here can actually come apart, but as you can tell, they kind of skimped on the paint job a bit. They just put it together and start painting it. So yeah, I'm just gonna show these how these are. But yeah, you can take these apart for other accessories, but just do how the paint quality is. I'm just gonna leave them like this. So kind of hard to see all the details and everything, but it is very nice and everything, minus the whole paint job and everything. But yeah, its molding's really good and everything. And even with upgrade third parties and stuff, we still have the hollowness. You're not the only one, Hasbro. So yeah, that's very nice. Little double barrel, also missile pod set there. And these are just thigh fillers, basically. They do come off, but one of these are actually slightly glued a bit, so one comes apart so you can take off the figure easily. But unfortunately in my set that I got, everything was in, the plastic clamshell, but unfortunately it wasn't properly secured, so all the pieces were bouncing around. So yeah, the glue that was on this one broke, so I'll have to fix that. But yeah, they're just little fillers. And you got, these will become new shoulder attachments, which also they are a weapon as well. So they are cluster missile launchers and everything. So you got the little handles there, and a very nice molded detail in these things. Even on the bottom, not much, but it's still nice. Everything. These are the new hands, which they, kind of like how Perfect Effects and everything, they turn into like blasters, but that is a very weird blaster and everything. I mean, if you want, you can kind of open these up and they could be like little grabby thing, clamps, pinchers. Get the clamps! Oh, I need to watch Futurama again. But yeah, these will be the new hands, but these, what they transform into is additional blasters. Very nice details on this. Got the spikes here, and these are sharp. Even the claws, everything, they are sharp. So if you are not careful and you're trying to push down, it will poke you. And everything. Dropped it. These are the hips, shoulders for hunger. Extensions, filler, bulk, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, that's what these are for, and that's all what they're for. You get this shield piece right here. It does have a little handle in the back and everything, and it does have this little hinge up here, but I'm not for sure. Maybe just kind of fill out a little bit. But yeah, the back's kind of bare and everything, but it's very nice detail. Paint quality is very nice on this and everything. And it has a 5mm handle right there, so you can attach to any figures and everything. And this also becomes like the crotch plate for Abomius. And we have a new head sculpt and everything. And you can swap the face out, but I kind of like this one, the yelling, screaming. His antennas actually do come off. And in the set, you actually get 4 antennas, 2 different sets, but unfortunately they send me 3 of these. So I just keep these on, and the other one, it's kind of hard to show off the difference really because they're just so tiny. It's not much different. It just bomb section here is like a little bit wider and stuff. But yeah, and you get a new head scope, which you will have to take off the original head combiner Abomius, which is unscrewed from the back, and this just kind of slides in and everything. I'll show you how it comes together and everything. But yeah, some of the detail, eyes are painted that gold color and everything, and these are adjustable, so you can like how the original head sculpt combiner head, big one, really, I don't know how to explain it very well, but yeah, it will store and everything, but you will have to be careful because these are just friction in and not secured. So yeah, you don't want to put any glue on these, or you're never ever going to adjust them like that. So yeah, that's the head scope. Then we got these funky pieces. It's got a handle here and another spot here, and it looks like a shield cannon. I'm not for sure, but this part right here, fold that down, and this makes up the toe part of the combiner. So not for sure exactly, but I mean, you can hold it and it looks like something, but you can also like, no, not that one, it was this one. You can combine that to get like a little turret style thing going, but not for sure. There's play value in it. You can think whatever you want to do with it. Then that's the same thing as this one. You also get another like missile cluster weapon here, which is the same molding as this one. That just does not have the back, but it's basically the same thing without this whole back section here. And cast in black plastic with missile clusters there, painted in silver. But yeah, it looks pretty nice and everything. And I'll show you how some of these attach to the figures when they're in their alt mode and robot mode. Then you get these, and these do not kind of replace the heads on Hunger at all. They got little spikes here. Probably somehow Mantum is in the instructions, so you're supposed to put it like this in one of the robot's hands, and it's like, I'm not for sure, a big chomper, but it doesn't have that action. And you do have some of this detail inside here that look like little spikes and everything. So yeah, you got those. You also got the other part of the feet, which these turn into kind of like shields, and they did give you a not molded, some detail right here in the mold that you can actually put a Decepticon symbol there and everything. And yeah, it's pretty nice little details inside. They are hinge, and they do have the handle port back here so you can adjust it and everything. But yeah, and I guess if you want to somehow combine these two, you can do it like that to get like a bigger shield, which it's not bad. You know, whatever you can think of, have fun. And let's see what else. Oh yeah, then you get all these pieces here for individual blasters, but they also combine together, which I absolutely love. They did that to make Abomius's blaster. That is very nice. I like that. Some of the details on here. I do kind of wish this wasn't. I wish there was like a little hole right here so you can somewhat try to put a blast effects in it. I mean, these are slightly too big to put blast effects, but if you can squeeze it on there a little bit. Everything, and we'll take these parts to show you what they all look like individually and everything. But yeah, nice little molded detail on them, both sides. They're exactly the same. This one here, kind of see some more molded detail a bit. And the last one, I don't know why, but this to me it looks like a Batman gun, grappling gun thing, because this looks like a spool and just it's probably just me, but oh well. Yeah, that's what I see. Let's see here. And the last piece is this big new chest shield thing. It does have a 5mm handle right here. And that small shield and this shield combined for Abomius' new chest piece, which you can see like how that is. But in this configuration, it just goes like that, which is very nice. Paint details really good on this. No bleeds, no see-through plastic from under. It looks really nice. And you do get a different set of these you can pop off, but these don't want to come off very well for me, so I'm not going to risk it and everything. But there just gives a little more spiky look to it. But I like these prefer, so we're just going to look at these and everything. So yeah, that is the whole set, and let's go ahead and get this whole table cleared off and see what we can do with all this stuff. And here's just a few kind of an idea what you can actually do with this set and not just use it for the final Abomius mode and everything. So yeah, you can give him a little bit of an upgrade here. It looks like he's got an extra additional claws, missile clusters there on this guy. This guy's heavy armed out and everything with a little turret stuff. And also in their robot mode, you can upgrade them a bit with extra blasters, armor, and shields on some of these. But yeah, this is what else you can do with the set as well and everything. But yeah, looks pretty cool. Looks real nice and everything. And now let's see what you can do with Hunger now. And now with everything else attached to Hunger here, you got the shoulder hip filler here, bulkiness, and also attached these parts here too, but you don't really have to. It doesn't say in the instructions, but you can still attach these here in this mode, but it leaves these parts open. And he gets a big shield and the new blaster and everything. A lot better than when he had, what was the feet? They look like double barrels, but yeah, you could do it with that and everything. But that's mostly all. And yes, the new head sculpt is in the chest and everything. It has plenty of room in there and stuff. But yeah, oh my god, with all this big shield on him, it's a little extra weight. But yeah, really nice detail. Gives him, bulks him out just a little bit and everything. But I do kind of wish those new feet would actually somehow attach to these. But not much you can do about it and everything. So yeah, that's Hunger with the outing kit. So let's get this guy prepped, because you need to prep him before you can combine. Let's get him prepped up. So to get this guy prepped to be the chest, main body of the figure and everything, these are all the pieces you're actually going to need. But we're going to actually have to transform him a different way. And so this is all what you're going to need first. And let's go ahead and get this guy transformed-ish. So what you want to do is, actually, let me just scoot all these. Yes, and I did take the head off so I can show you what all you have to do and everything. We'll set some pieces to the side for now. I am going to have to adjust my camera a bit. So let's a little higher. Go. All right, yeah, this works. Okay, so mostly the legs here will stay the same, and yes, I did keep the hip filler area because you don't really need to take them off, but yeah, they get added there. So what you're going to do is going to take this and fold it back down to where it was. Make sure it's clicked in. Then you're going to unpeg these feet here. Then you are going to also flip these back, because we won't need those connection ports. You can leave them down if you want, but I'll just leave them up. And we just unpeg all this and everything. And then you're going to come to the back here once you got it all unpegged, and you're just going to bring these down. And they're not going to stay right here, but they'll be out of the way what we need to do. And you just bring these feet back, And that's about as much as you need to do. Sorry, I have a little bit of a hiccups going on. And with the new head sculpt and everything, all you have to do is just kind of slide it in this way. And it can be a little tight, but not too tight you have to worry about. And you just rotate it, and there we go. There's his new head and everything. So now what do we have to do with all this stuff? Well, first you want to take the big chest piece and this other piece here, and it does have this slot right here you see in this, and it just gets pegged through, and it's a snug fit, nice and clicked. Then you want to come back here and open this up like so. Then actually I was wrong, this does not need to go down, this actually stays up. Oh, mess with this thing so many times you think I would know. Yeah, this stays up so that way it has something to hold. And yeah, my bad. Then you take these pieces, which has these little slot right here, and they'll actually go right here on the neck, and you want to make sure this side's up or you're never going to get these things in. And they just kind of friction fit in there, and I like to move these down a bit out of the way. You want to do that on both sides, and yes, these will pop off until you get everything nice and secure like, and everything. So you will have to kind of hold them on here. Then you just kind of, you grab this piece right here, and they got slots right here on these in, and they will match up to these slots. So once you get that kind of lined up a bit, start one side. I like to do one side, then work my way to the other, and they'll just friction in real nice. And once you get that in, this will kind of stay together a bit more better and everything. Then you could come back here and actually maneuver how you want these. They just kind of come back here and stuff, so you can put these in any way that you like. Try to be somewhat symmetrical a bit. Yeah, it's not wanting to do it. What? Oh, it's in there. There we go. And then we just come to this chest piece. Make sure this part right here is open, and you see these two slots right here will go on these tabs right here. You want to make now bit of a floppy, but it's not much, and you want to try your best to line them up. I usually try to get, as I did at the back, start with one side a little bit, then once you can actually grab here and push those in, and come to the head and extend his neck till it clicks, and there we go. We got Hunger and his new configuration. And you can do whatever you want back here. I mean, you can, if you want, you can actually bring this down, fold these in, then bring that up a bit. I mean, he doesn't have a waist at all. He's a combiner, so no waist articulation at all to this kit. But yeah, that's what you can do, however you would like, however you want it, and everything. But yeah, that's how we set up Hunger. So let's go ahead and get the rest of him combined. And here we have the big scary Abomius with his upgrade kits. And oh my god, this really makes him look like Abomius. And you could still attach his combined blaster here to his hands. He still has the connection in his hand molded in there and everything. And he will grasp it pretty well and everything. Now, unfortunately, my Hunger, this hip, the ratchet is not quite working, so he will be flimsy. And it's not really due to the extra weight, it's just I can't fix it. They're metal pins and not screws, and I can't tighten it. I may have to get a new Hunger just in case he doesn't topple over my shelf or something. But yeah, this guy is massive, and oh my god, it's just... this is so cool looking. He's got butterfly movement joints here and everything. He still gets the full ratcheting poses out of it. The hands have swivel, articulation on each finger. You got a ball joint at the base of the thumb and a hinge joint, and the hands are all hinge joints. The base will have where you can open out the hands a bit more, and then each knuckle's a hinge joint and everything. And now I will say this one here was slightly tight and it actually cracked his connection, so I'm going to have to fix that and everything. I've already sanded down a bit, but it already did its damage, so be careful. And also with this configuration, this guy cannot be a leg due to these new head sculpts parts for him. So as you can see, his leg is one to pop off, and that is also the side that the glue broke off, so it doesn't want to quite stand very well, but it's still an amazing figure and everything. So let's try to get a comparison with this big guy. And first comparison, roughly a deluxe class Beast Wars Rhinox. And yes, he's technically slightly smaller than the Deluxes, but Deluxes vary now and then. So yeah, all he comes up about to is knee. Let's go for something smaller. An Insecticon. That is, Jesus, he only comes up to like the shin part. Yeah, that's pretty small. And let's go ahead and do a Voyager. Super Meg. Yeah. Comes about halfway, about to his waist. So yeah. So what's my opinion about the Transform Dream Wave add-on kit? I mean, honestly, it makes Abomius look so big and scary. I love it. Even though it does have a little bit of issue of figures being too tight for some of the stuff, and how I got it in the package, nothing was in its proper place. It was all scattered about in there, so having stuff being somewhat broken, but not unfixable and everything. And even though my hunger has a little bit of a hip issue, we're all getting old. And yeah, it's still a solid upgrade kit. And if you're on the fence about getting it, unless you've already got like perfect effects kit for Abomius, you could probably skip it, but I skipped that for this one. So yeah, this guy's awesome. He's going to go over where my other combiners I have add-on kits for are at. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button and the notification. Will help make my channel grow, and it means a lot to me. So I appreciate you watching this video and everything. And yeah, as always, may your collection maximize your spark but never terrorize your wallet. We'll see you next time. My God, this guy is so big and scary.